Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is another server. If you guys like this episode, like, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this, guys. I did not want to click on this button here to load in until I had you guys loaded in. It looks like some people are having trouble getting into the server. It's supposed to be up, but we're going to see, and then we're going to do the stuff that I wanted to do today. So come today, we're going to go in the garden. We're going to mess around a little bit with the garden greenhouse thing, but I want to go over what happened this weekend, why I won't be recording this week, and all the support and prayers you guys can give me for that will be welcome. So yeah, I see you. So, there we go. Let us in. I also didn't know. Good. We're on our actual thing, so it didn't go in there. So I want to do the talking to you guys right now. Oh, did they turn on motion blur? Hold on a minute, guys. I hate motion blur. Menu, no, that's fine. I'm not even seeing the setting now. I usually turn it off. So if they changed it now, I don't know where it's at. It does look different though, doesn't it? It looks really good now. I guess it's because of the upgrade. I don't know. We'll see. There is kind of a blur effect in there, though. I don't know how I like that. Anyway, guys. After Thanksgiving, we gave our dog a bone. Our dog's name is Angel. We've had her for 13 years. She basically helped raise our kids. She was part of our family, and basically our daughter. It's not really our pet, since we raised her as part of the family. And she, as if you guys don't understand, dogs aren't the same as other pets. They're not the same as cats. They're not the same as anything else. When a dog links up with your family emotionally, you can tell when that happens. And when the dog does that, you're part of their pack. This is the thought process they have. So, like, and the dog picks one family member to be like the leader of the pack, unless it's the dog who's the leader of the pack. That's when you get kind of like willful disobedience kind of issues. When the dog learns that either you or your wife or one of the children is leader of the pack, then they accept them as their leader, and then they follow them unquestionably, usually. All right, that's how the dog's things work. So according to my dog's thought process is, we're her pack, so she protects her pack. So she was a protector, she was a guardian, she was a support animal. And so after Thanksgiving, we gave her a bone, and she'd been throwing up a little bit before then. She ate the bone, and it didn't have any kind of seasonings on it. We usually soak the bone before we give it to the dog anyway, so it usually gets soaked in the fridge overnight. Um, Sometimes I'll use like a salt solution just to get that, and I'll rinse it off good, but it usually has some seasonings on it. But we usually soak it, so it's just a bone that she gets. And I gave her the bone, she ate it, she was fine. That night, 2 or 3 hours later, she started throwing up, and pieces of bone came up with it. And then for this past week, every time she'd eat, she'd throw back up. And then she stopped eating, and she didn't eat for 5 days. We took her to the vet after the fourth day. The vet charged us some money, and because we don't have insurance on our dog. We've never had a problem with the dog before to where we needed to take her to the vet. So she went. We took her to the vet. The vet charged the feed, looked at her, and was like, okay, to find out what's wrong with the dog. You said you didn't want to be. Hold on a minute, guys. My wife said she didn't want to be here for this part of the video, so I was making sure she was fine with me continuing while she was in here. So we took her to the vet, and the vet was like, in order for us to, they did a physical examination. That's what the money was for. That didn't tell them anything, and they wanted to do like lab work and X-rays and that kind of thing. And we're poor, guys. I don't make money on YouTube. I do this because back in the day I wasn't working, and this was like a way to do something for the channel. And you did get like a little bit of money back from YouTube. I think we got a check for like $30 one time before they switched it over to where you had to have unlocks to get money from your ads and stuff on your channel. And I still haven't unlocked it because my view count isn't high enough yet. Otherwise we could do like memberships for the channel and that kind of stuff. Just waiting for the view count to get up. Anyway, that's a side note. So they were going to charge us like almost like $1,500. I don't have an extra. Everybody like 90% of America living paycheck to paycheck. Like I don't have an extra $1,000 I can throw around and do like that kind of stuff with. So he gave suggestions. We came home. I made her some more broth. We tried to feed her broth. She'd rather have the water, but she did drink a little bit of broth. And then we made some chicken and rice, non seasoned chicken and rice. She would eat little pieces of the chicken out of there, but nothing. And she was getting to where she was shaking all the time. When she got up to walk around, she looked like she was losing her balance and falling over. And yesterday, my wife and my daughter took her down while I was at work to the vet, and they did another exam on her. And we decided together that it was time for her to be euthanized. So they did that yesterday. Give me a second, guys. I couldn't physically not go to work yesterday because we needed the money. So I went ahead and went in because I knew I had 2 days off and I have to go back to Wednesday. So um she everything happened. It was peaceful. My daughter was there with her, and then I had my children take my wife over to my son's house, spend time with the grandchild, and me knowing my wife like I do, she was not coming back here to the house to stay by herself. That wasn't happening. I'd already contacted them that morning to make sure that she was with her the whole time because it was my wife's dog. I had a dog also, but we let my dog go with her son um, because he needed a dog, and um, so he'd already left the house a long time. He was a chocolate lab pointer mix, and he was very willful. And our dog was a boxer Great Dane mix. It's also called boxine, if you know your terms there. And so we spent like when I got off, I went over there to get my wife. We spent the day over there with the kids. Not the day, but a couple hours over there with the kids. I loved on the grandchild because when I go over there, she can sense me there, and she always has to see Grandpa. So I don't get to see her that often. So when I can, I give her a hug and put her back down in her bed. And then we came home that night and basically cried the entire night. Nobody went to work today. I was off anyway, and my wife, she had to call in yesterday to deal with Angel, and then she called in today because she just couldn't go to work and deal with people at work, and while grieving, which is understandable. And that's where we're at now. So the plans isn't to get another animal. We already having problems trying to find places to move before, and we'd already talked about it a long time ago that if we lost the animals, because I had a cat too that recently wandered off. I'll use quotations on that one. You guys who own cats, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so she took her last walk, and um, we'd already decided a long time ago that we just, if something happened to the animals, we're not going to get any more. Find us a place to live, save up, get our own place, and then when we have our own place, and we're paying for the house, like to own it, we can get whatever animals we want. So whenever we get our own place in the future, whatever time that is, we'll think about getting another animal. We probably already decided what it is, but you never know. I pretty much just let God decide when what animal we're going to get, when it's going to be available to us, that kind of thing. So that being said, I can't do regular recordings this week. I did want to get on here and do this with you guys. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I do have a second channel. There's not going to be a video up on the second channel. I'm just going to post on there that we're not going to be doing recordings for the week, and I'll post back to this video if they want to come over here and see why. But I was hoping that we weren't in the garden because I believe I left in the garden. So I'm guessing they shifted everybody back to their home island first. But right now, we should be able to go over to the garden. And I do have one of the tools in my inventory. So, and as you can see here, this is one of the new, oh, they look so much better. So, this is the new hoe. Let me see if I can reduce down this viewpoint here so we can actually see the stats of these while we're going through this. So, this is the way the new hoe looks here. It's got all the same stuff on it that it used to. I didn't even bother checking the stats before and after. But this is the one I've been working on. It's not mine. This is the one we're selling. Bountiful is on this. This item has unused gemstones. Visit Geo to remove them. Okay. Okay. And I didn't realize that. Now I'm confused. It does have a level on there. Look at that. Look at that. That's the level now. Okay, so the levels did convert over. I see. They're about the same. That's about what they was anyway. And it runs off of XP now, not crop, which I love. I love the fact that they changed it to where it wasn't the crops that was doing it. Was actual XP that upgrades it, because that crop thing was kind of a little wonky, if you ask me. So I think that's going to work out better. We will take a look at our other tools here in a second. I'll get a couple of them out and let you guys see those. This I'm wanting to do this so bad. So let's go in here and get the stuff out. I don't even know where all my fermento is, actually. There it is. And I have enchanted fermento here. We're going to put that in inventory, and hopefully this works. So it did not. Why would you put fermento in and not put consented fermento in the sacks? I don't know. But maybe we'll get that into the game one day. I don't know. It was the perfect opportunity to do that. There's another fermenter right there. I didn't even see that. We might have enough for another condensed fermenter, but I think it's better now that they're in a sack. Just leave them as regular fermento, and then just upgrade them to condensed whenever you need the condensed version. I think that's going to be the best bet here. So these are the ones that we were working on. This is a Mark II, and I want to get this down in my inventory because I want to see the new recipe, because the recipe is supposed to be changed. So that is not changed, but it is cheaper. That is cheaper. I'm not worried about the Jacob tickets. I was saving up for the Jacob tickets. 160 is a lot better because it was 64 here. So I believe this is actually cheaper. Yeah, so we can still do these. The upgrades is about the same no matter what. So, no. Let's take the time out to grab one of my other tools. So, not you. This is my sugarcane hoe. And, I think the rest of them are in my sack. What are you? This is my upgrade required. Okay. Okay. So they changed the fungal one, and they changed the cactus one also. So let's go see if we can't find those. There's the netherwort. What's that? I don't understand. Overclock required. I'm guessing we're going to find out what that means. There's my potato one. Hmm. Let me get one of these out of here too so we can figure this out. What is this? Nope, that doesn't tell me anything either. All right, let's first things first. This is annoying, so we're gonna put this back. Let's go over. I'm assuming the gym guy we need to talk to is in the mines, so we'll go talk to him first. Yes, Geo. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we put it in here to deal with it. Okay, so yeah. So I did put gemstones in this, and why is it now saying we can use? I'm confused. This item has unused gemstones. So there's gemstones on here and they're unused anymore, but I have to pay to take them out? That doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And I think I broke it. What the heck? What is going on here? Oh, I see. Click the paradigm of inequality in the inventory to apply it. No, it's just being stupid. Okay. It says they're outdated. A new perfect version of Peridot. Okay. They changed Paradots? When did that happen? Some say that harnessed properly, it can give the owner extra farming fortune. Others say... Okay, so... What? I'm so confused. Let's put this up and we'll deal with that later, because that's not seeming right. We'll put our thing in there. Something's weird with that. Anyway, that's not what we're doing today. Today we want to go to the garden. Come on. Give it a second. Oh, goodness gracious. Milestones, bro. Look at that. We're going to take a look at those in a minute. There's so many that it came off the screen there. Let's go in here. Should be able to look in here. There we go. So, milestones now. Crop milestones. Yeah. And these are the new one. Wild Rose, Sunflower, Moonflower. Yep. Yep. We need to take care of our pest real quick. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll bring you guys back. So give me a second. Actually, guys, we're going to keep you on because there's new pest. And I just vacuumed one up, a firefly. So I'm going to keep you guys on for this part of it because I didn't realize that. Even though I just read it to you guys. You can go on your map. It'll tell you exactly where the pests are. You don't have to fly around like I do. It's just something I do. There's kind of a glitch there with this now. Yeah. Hopefully they can get that fixed. I seen you. What are you? You're just a rat. That's fine. Nothing here. I was hoping for one of the new ones, some more of the new ones. Because they randomly spawned. There he is. Yeah, there's some kind of lag over here. Here, I'm not even pressing the button. Let them load in because of the lag. It'll take a minute. Okay, where are you guys at? Earthworm? Beetle? I was hoping for one of the new ones so I could do it on camera. What about you? It's you? Nope. Nope. Where's the last one at? Alright, I missed one. It's got to be up this way. This is when I come in here when I'm missing one. Okay, yeah, it's in the middle. We'll just run for it. There's Firefly. Yeah. So, the new collections over here. So we have moonflowers here. Enchanted moonflower. Night switch. That's that one thing we was talking about. Can be placed in a minion. Exclusively produces moonflowers. Increases the speed of your minion. So there's a sunflower minion. There's a crow pet. Hello, what are you? I might have to take a look at that. Oh, I remembered this one. It's comparable to the sheep pet, so we might have to get this one just to upgrade it and see if it's any good. Moonstone here is a reforged stone. Looks like, yep. Speed and farming wisdom. On equipment, I don't know about that. And then we have crop fever. What is this? When breaking crops, there is a 1% chance to trigger crop fever. During crop fever, you roll an additional crop. You roll additional crops for 60 seconds with 15% chance of rare drops. That's pretty good. And there's not really a bountiful, there's not really an ultimate enchant for tools, so that's actually going to be useful. We might have to get this one up and see if we can't get that book. And then the moonlit crystal here, it's an accessory. It gives you strength and defense by 10 by night. So there's that. Let's see here. Wild rose and sunflowers, we haven't got those yet, so we can't look at those yet. So we'll see if we can't find them somewhere. I don't know. Maybe some pests will spawn and they'll give us sunflowers and wild roses. We'll see. Or we get it part of the quest line. So let's go ahead and go over here since we took care of the pest right now and talk to Jeff, right? Yes, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. My name is Jeff. I've picked up. Have you picked up the specialty farming tool yet? If not, no worries. They are each have their own. No worries. What? It's not making any sense. No worries. They each have their own unlock requirements, which you can see inside the Skymart shop. These specialties farming tools are a game changer. You can level them up and upgrade to become even more powerful. Farming using these tools also gives you sawdust, which will be essential for upgrading your chips. Once you get your hands on one, swing by and see me, and I'll teach you about chips. Show Jeff a specialized farming tool. We can do that in a second, but I want to go over here and go and show you this. So now we go to the Skymart, and there's 4 sections in here. One is farming essentials, and these are your scythes, your books, all of your Apparently, you can buy some chips with copper, so we'll see about that in a second. I'm going to go through his quest line and see what he gives us as part of the quest line. So, okay, so this is an upgrade to slow sunflower minion. So I'm assuming there is a minion recipe. So they did add minions to this, and they did not put that in the notes that there was new minions in the game. We might have to put at least one of these down on our island and get it producing for us. They do have the Hydra cans here. We'll probably get some of those either as part of the quest line here or something we can buy later. So we have plenty of copper. It's not showing it anywhere just yet, but I know I have some. Yeah, so I did the wrong thing. So Skymar, then we have the farming tools here. So these are the farming tools, and we should have all of them available to us, except for the ones that need to be unlocked in a specific way here. But it says they're all unlocked. I don't know. Maybe it requires a certain garden level or something. I don't know. But we can get these now if we want. There's no reason for us to do that just yet. And I'm assuming that the Eclipse one is for Sunflower and Moonflower, so there's only one tool for that one. And we will be getting these, so don't worry about that. And everything comes off of copper now, so all right. And then there's the barn scans, of course. I don't see a new one. Greenhouse skins. Wow, they're expensive. Country greenhouse. We might look into getting some of these. Might look into getting some of those. We'll see. And then pest, of course. And the pest armor is not in here. Yeah. Sprayinator. All right. So that's the store. Show Jeff a specialty hoe. So we got one in our inventory. We'll just use this one. Well, you got yourself a real farming tool, huh? These don't just set pretty. They grow stronger the more you use them. Every crop you harvest gives you XP, leveling it up over time. But there's a catch. Once it hits level 15, you'll need to upgrade it to keep it growing. Okay. What did he say? You'll need to upgrade it to keep it growing. Same goes for level 30. Oh, and you might have noticed something called new sawdust. You'll start earning it as you're using your tools from now on. This stuff is important because it lets you upgrade your chips, which will give you a permanent buff. Here, take this chip, your first chip. Go ahead and use the chip to unlock it. Use the garden chip. So this is the crop chip. It grants 3 farming fortune per chip level. And we're going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Nice. I've added the chip menu to your Skyblock menu. Now you are on while you're on the garden, so you can access it to them. Easier access to them for now on. So you can have as many chips as you want. Just keep upgrading them with sawdust. Chips can be found all over the place, and once you've unlocked them, you can start upgrading them. If you come across duplicates of the same chip, don't worry. You'll be able to upgrade them to epic and legendary rarities, boosting their maximum level and effectiveness even further. And we've completed that quest line. And we have... Does that tell you how much I've ground on this on the garden? Look at that. 60 million dust. So let's go ahead and go to this menu. We might as well do something with this dust. There's the chips, and we have one unlocked. Ooh, the upgrades are expensive. Look at that. I mean, it's straight farming fortune, right? There we go. So now we have to redeem 4 more crop shot chips to upgrade it. It doesn't really tell you how to get the chips, though, do they? Okay, it does, but you've gotten this one, so I'm guessing buying them is how you get them? Hold on a minute. So if we go to the shop here, essentials? Yes. No. Back. No. It's been here. I just missed it. There it is. So we have 3 chips in here. Okay. We have Soledge. I'm going to go ahead and get one. Oh, there's 2 chips. So Soledge and Crop Shot. And I'm guessing we buy them through here. I don't want to spend all of my copper on this. So I'm just going to unlock that one and upgrade it, and we'll get that one. So this one grants wisdom per chip level. That's not really going to help us out that much. But just for you guys. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, so, and we need more of those. And we can just buy those in here whenever we get the copper to do that. I want to save some copper for some other stuff later. Okay, so this is the composter. But and you can access him to see your chips. And it looks like there's 9 of them, 10 of them. There's 10 of them. And we can look in here and it'll tell you exactly. So the vermin is dropped by dragonflies. Synthesis chip is unlocked by drops in the greenhouse. It should still say, even if you've unlocked it, how to get more. So maybe they can add that in. I will look to see if there's another way to get these chips besides just buying them. I doubt it. You probably have to buy them. Mecha Mind chip is purchased from Anita's shop, so we might want to go take a look at that one. That might be one we can unlock right now. Rare drop reward from visitor offers. Okay. Another drop in the greenhouse. Another one from Anita's shop. Visitors. And this one's the one that drops from crops. Okay, so let's go to Anita's shop. And yeah, so this one and this one here, it's metals. So I'm gonna get one of each. I've got plenty of gold medals, so we'll go ahead and unlock her too as well. And these ones is the Mecha Mind. So it grants 1.5% more farming tool experience. We might want to maximize this one. That'll help us with our tool building in the future. And then this one is grants 5 crop fortune for the active crop during Jacob's farming contest per chip level. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Come here, Miss Anita. I really, really want to get these. This one, this is going to help us level tools. So it seems like for me, it's going to be best to do this. There we go. And now I need 4 more chips. So I can go here And 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. There we go. And now if we come back up here, now, yeah, but it didn't upgrade it. So what's going on here? I looked at the wrong one? No, I did not. I'm confused. There it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, I was the wrong one. Megamind chip. Okay, so more XP there. And there's 15 levels of this one. I'm maxing this one out. Okay, so that's 30% increase. I think we can stop there. The next one is 4 more though, right? No. The next one is 16. That means I'm going to need 16 gold medals for that one. I think we might wait. I mean, I can do that, but 30% is pretty good for right now. I know I'm guarding 7, so we need to talk to somebody else for the greenhouse thing? Or do we already have it? Maybe I'll get some ice cream. What we can do is come in here and just look. So, there's supposed to be a tutorial though. So this is one of the ones we can change. You must have completed gathering greenhouse resources objective to use this one. Okay, so we're supposed to talk to the carpenter. Cookies. Go ahead and complete you. More cookies. There he is. Wheat. There it goes. Okay. Greenhouse blueprint. Give the greenhouse blueprint to Sam. I am tempted, guys, to go ahead and maximize that one just for this video, just for you guys. See if we could do that with the dust we got. Okay, I'm supposed to be reading this. I'm sorry. Do you know what this means? You can build your very own greenhouse. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get started on it. I'm sorry, I just can't help myself. Let me calm down a bit. Breathe deeply. All right. I feel better now. First, we need to gather some resources to build the greenhouse. Looking at the blueprint, which seems we need about 64 enchanted logs and 128 enchanted sand. If you can find these items, we are one step closer to the greenhouse. Okay, resources gathered. So I'm guessing I need to have them in my inventory. So let's go into our packs here. Enchanted foraging sack. We should have. We do not. How much oak do we have? We should be able to do that then. Let's go here. Oak. Enchanted logs. 29. Nope. We're going to have to go. I don't want to grind today. So, we're just going to go buy the resources. Let's check our mining sack just to be on the safe side. Okay, we don't have enchanted sand either. So, I have money. And it's probably not going to be that expensive, although the prices will be going up on that kind of stuff. So woods. Oh yeah. And then mining, sand. Yep, it's already went up too. We need 2 stack. Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay. Back to the garden. Okay. Place the greenhouse in on a plot. Okay, so now we can come in here and go here, and this is one of them we're going to be using. So don't seed it. Regular crop. Oh yeah, that's my stuff. Yeah, this is my stuff. Am I confused? Head over to the desk, configure one of the plots you already own, and place the greenhouse on it. Um, ah! I am blind. Oh, it's pasting from back there. I see. Okay. Let me get a better view so you guys can see it post pasting in. It looks like the entrance is on the side here, so it might have been better to put it on one of the plots over there, but I'm not changing my entire layout just for the greenhouse. We'll just have to do. If you guys are worried, this is the 2 extra plots I don't need. I've got a new. Well, I could show you in the while this is doing the rest of it. Sugar cane's over here in this plot. So we have sugar cane, netherwort, cocoa beans, mushrooms. It's all over this one plot here. So I don't need these 2 anymore. I was just saving them in case we needed them in for something else, and we ended up doing that. So I don't know if these are just decorative or we actually need these for some reason. Okay. So, that should be 100%. There we go. Okay, so there's entrance on each side, so you can place it anywhere. That's a little better. Okay. Speak to Sam at the entrance at the greenhouse. So she should be in here now. She is. Okay, so Sam, Carrot. I see how this is. Well, okay, so from the description, what we learned is there's mutations for the middle. So I think we're going to go with the sides on the sides here. Yeah, and with that being said, that should give us, yeah, okay. Use on a plant in the greenhouse, keep them watered, hydrate. Aim and hold the water, dispenses 150 water per second. Fill, right click on the water source. Okay, and there's 3,000, and we can upgrade this too if we need to. So, what now? We need to do this. There we go. Because what I'm thinking is this spot here will be a mutation here. So we can do that right there, right there. And then that means we can do another mutation on this spot for putting it right here, right here. So we can actually do 2 mutations at the same time. And we might be able to get 2 chances at it. So we can do all the same crop. We can do 2 different crops. It depends on what type of mutation. So that's what I'm thinking overall. Oh, water the carrot. We already did that. So let's talk to her again. I did that already. Yeah. There you go. Wait for the crop or the carrot to grow. So I think we're going to need inventory room. And one of these is carrots, is it not? Hold on a minute. I have a carrot hoe. Your mushrooms. Wrong one. Here. It says harvest. Okay. There we go. Now that you're familiar with the basics, let's move on to more advanced techniques. Plant crops in your greenhouse, apply buffs and debuffs nearby crops. Let's visually... Okay, so don't forget to water them. Plant 2 weeds next to each other and water them in the greenhouse. So what I want to do here, let's move that out of the way, is do this and this. Does that count? I don't think that counts. Hold on a minute. No, I think it has to be directly next to each other. So let me get another seed out and like that. Stop it. Okay, and then we'll water these also. Yeah, sit side by side. So we did have to do it this way. Nice. Now that both plants are growing, take this diagnostic tool to learn. Take it to learn how the crops are affected by each other. It's also great for knowing when a crop will finish growing and how much water it needs. Why don't you try it out right now? Analyze the crops, the greenhouse with current diagnostic tool. Okay, so this is the tool. Okay. Stage 1. Next stage, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Max water level. Harvest build, 20%. Yield bonus, 20%. Growing, okay? And you do the same with this one. It should be of the exact same stats there. Okay. I think you're ready to learn about mutation. Sometimes when you grow certain crops next to each other, the mutation will eventually sprout nearby. This doesn't always need to be on dirt. Give me a second. There are a lot of mutations that exist, and they are quite interesting to discover. However, I really only know how to spread one of them. From what I remember, all you need to do is surround one empty spot of farmland with 4 wheat crops in a plus shape. I have a few seeds left. You try it for yourself. Okay, so it wants us to do this. So let's move you real quickly. And we'll go ahead and use this one. So all we have to do is do this here. Yeah. She's going to grow them automatically. So okay. Harvest the mutation. And we are going to use the wheat hoe. Where's my wheat? This one's the wheat one. Okay, there we go. You're pretty much a greenhouse expert now. I've taught you all I know about the greenhouse. You are on your own from now on. If you have any questions, you can talk to the carpenter in the greenhouse. Really? Ah! Okay. Talk to the carpenter. Looks like you could use some help with your garden, your greenhouse. Don't worry. I've got you covered. Access greenhouse and greenhouse upgrades. Okay. So, this is a crop guide. In the greenhouse, every crop has a unique effect, and the effect adjacent to the crop's buffs or debuffs. A crop can have multiple different effects. However, the same effect can't be active twice. So you don't want like wheats right next to each other because it's only going to get like a 20% bonus. There's no stacking. Unique bonus. Each unique non-mutated crop currently growing in your greenhouse grants 5% growth speed and 3% yield to all crops. Okay, so you do want one of each crop growing in here to maximize your output. Okay. So, wheat here has a harvest yield bonus. Carrots have increased farming XP of adjacent crops by 20%. Potatoes give you immunity to negative effects. Pumpkins, harvested items additionally roll for extra loot pool. Sugarcane increases farming XP of adjacent crops by 30%, but has harvest loss, yields 20% less. That sucks. Melons retains water status of adjacent crops by 50%. Yeah. Okay. Cactus retains watering status of adjacent crops by 100%, but there's a harvest loss to 20%. No. I don't want none of the negative effects. We could combine it with like potatoes or some kind of crap. Immunity provides immunity from negative effects. That means we could do cocoa beans also. Red mushrooms harvest increases harvest boost, improved harvest boost, yields 30%. Water drains nearby crops is 30%. Okay. Wait. Reduces water status of nearby crops by 30%. Okay, that's what I thought it said. Netherwort improves harvest yield by 30%, but has an XP loss. Sunflowers harvest items additionally roll from an extra loot pool. And then Wild Rose spreads other buffs and debuffs on the current crop to adjacent crops. So that's all those. We have mutation information. So mutations have a chance to spread from growing crops to nearby empty plots. within the garden. Each mutation requires a specific combination of crops to spread. For detailed requirement and spread conditions, check your unlocked mutations. So the only one we have unlocked is the dust grain here. And it's 4 wheat is the special benefit. It does show you, though, each one you need. So, how are you supposed to get cocoa beans? Dylan, that's new. We'll go check him out in a second. Okay, so some of these we know from the crops we've already done. So, Wither Bloom, that sounds cool. Some of these we don't know because we haven't discovered the crop or the mutation yet. I think that's how that works. Scarlet. Secret. Sorry, that one's secret. And there's a page 2 here so you guys can see that. There we go. That one's also a secret. Okay. And then unlocks. Sometimes when you break a crop or a mutation, has a chance to drop ether vine, which can be used to unlock additional plant slots on your garden. So that's what that's for, and you can only do that with the ether vine, ethereal vine. So that's him, and now these guys are grown. What do we want to do? If we look at him again, one of these was carrots. Zero adjacent crops. Carrots and potatoes, red mushroom, dead plants, melons. Okay, so no, there wasn't a wheat in another one either, so. We could do potatoes and carrots and try to get that one. So, let's grab carrots and potatoes. Move you out of the way, put you down there, move you out of the way, put you down there, and we will do that, and then do that there, and then we should be able to do that there. And we should be able to put these up now. Watering can. There's only 9 left, so we are going to have to fill this up. It's empty now. There's a pool here, so we should be able to fill it up from here. So did that fill it up all the way? Yes, it did. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to be on today. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all these up. I think that's it, right? Yep. Okay. So there we go. There's that. The carpenter here is going to be our buddy from now on. Yeah, I think that's good. And that is the garden stuff for the most part. There's a contest going on. It's wheat. Dylan. Enchanted baked potatoes. That's a lot of copper. I can see they have buffed the stuff. We can upgrade this, right? Skymart. Essentials. So the regular can here is 5,000. That's the one we have, right? No, 1,000. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so buying a new one is 5,000 coins, I see. And then this is 200 to upgrade it. And it upgrades it to 5,000. Okay, what is the point of upgrading this then? It holds more. Is that just it? It holds more water? Yeah, that one's expensive. I think we can afford to go to this one. It won't let us. It don't meet the requirements. Okay. That's weird. I have the copper. Maybe we have to click it with it in our hand. I guess we have to do something in order to unlock it. I'll look it up, guys, and I'll let you guys know. I think that's pretty much it for the update here. Oh, so upgrades. And so composter production speed is one that it's still kind of expensive, isn't it? A multiple drop chance. So this is one I have been looking to get upgraded. And fuel cap is another one. And organic materials cap increases the amount of organic material that can be stored. That is one I also want to get up. And then cost reduction is also one that we were looking to upgrade. As you can see, I've already upgraded it a little bit. I will be working on these a lot. Let's look at the chips menu. I think to end the video off, we are going to trade some metals in. And hold on a minute. It said multiple, right? Hold on a minute. Click the... No, I did it wrong again. Right click. Oh, that's to redeem them. Okay, so I got to click these individual. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and done. And now, right here, 5 more levels. Maxed. 50% increase in tools. Now, I'm doing this because one of our main money-making method is going to be selling farming tools. So, upgrading them, upgrading the amount of XP that they get, the farming XP for tools, Seems like it's a good choice. I'll work on the rest of these. I do have some more dust left, so I could get some more on some of them. I don't think I need farming wisdom, so we'll probably leave that one alone for now. And then crop shot here, extra farming fortune is a good one, so we could try and see if we could upgrade that one also. But as we know, it requires us to buy them from, was it in here, from, yeah, right here. So this one. So and they're 500 copper a piece, so we're gonna have to wait on those. Also, I was saving this up for this occasion, so do I have enough room? Oh, the menu is temporarily disabled, is it? Okay. Well, I've got stuff in there that I can I've got like over 16 different contests in there waiting on me. So did you guys want to see us work on a tool real quickly? I still ain't figured out the overclock thing. Hmm. Let me do a little bit of research and I'll bring you guys back. Give me a second. Okay, we're going to see if this is what it's talking about. I have plenty of bits to do this with. Um, let's make sure I'm also recording real quick. Hold on a second, guys. Come on, minimize. Thank you. I do want to show this to you guys in case you are having this problem too. So, it doesn't matter what we hold in our hands. In the bit shop here, I'm not seeing it. Enrichments? Nope, that's not it. There's supposed to be like an overclocker thing in here. Okay, so give me a second. All right, guys, I can't find it anywhere. I'll figure out how to do it later. If you guys know, put it in the comments down below. I'm going to go ahead and do some things, show you how this works. So there is the new system in place that will allow you to set the speed, but I don't have it unlocked yet, so there's no point showing you guys that. Also, I need to figure out how to get the other crops to unlock them. They're not for sale anywhere that I've seen, so I did not check inside the menu over there, so we'll go check that in a second. But as you can see there, Sawdust is coming in, and we're also gaining levels on this right here. So we're at 58 right now. I'll finish this row out. Oop, it's already glitched. Yeah, we're at 60, so there we go. Are you gonna let me go now? Yes, okay. So That's kind of how that works. It's a little glitchy, so they're probably going to have to reset the servers a couple times. I'm guessing we could get some of them when we do, and we could always come in here, and if we go to the last plot up here, we could actually just select these and see if they'll plant them. I don't think they will because we don't actually have the stuff. We'd only need like 1 or 2, I believe, to get these planted. So if we did wild rose, yeah. And then sunflower. Yeah, so we could probably just buy some of each one and just use that back plot back there to plant them. Let's see if that's going to be something we can do right now. So let's go back to the hub. And I'll just get like a stack of each or something. Farming. Wild roses on here. Okay. And buy instantly. We could do that. And then we'll do the same thing with sunflowers. And we'll see if it'll let us plant over there. So. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, guys. All right, guys, we're back. I just went ahead and went in there and planted the sunflowers. They're planted like just like this here. Hold on, guys. Anyway, guys, I just went ahead and let these grow. We're going to go ahead and harvest these. And I'm just going to use whatever hoe I have on me. We're going to go get the other 2 hoes in a second. And that right there unlocked the collection for us. So what we can do now is we can come in here and actually look at it because I wanted to show this off to you. We're going to do rose in a second too. The minion is here. So this is the new minion. There's a tier 4, a tier 12 also. And it is like this, the wooden hoe. And it basically does moonflowers and sunflowers, and it'll do them at night. So if you just let these run and you go AFK, you should get moon and sunflowers out of this one minion. I want to get this and unlock it on the actual garden here, which means we need to let these grow again. What is the second level here? Yeah, the second level is 5,000. So let's go look at the tool real quick. I know this is a long video, guys. I'm really sorry. But we should be able to go to the Sky Mart here and grab the new tools. So the equips and then the rose one. I want both of them. And we also want to enchant these also. So let's go do that. And we'll grab a couple of books for them also, because I have plenty of bits to do that with. I know there's a way to overclock them to raise their level 10, 10 more points, something like that. That's why some of these say that here. You have to overclock it first, but I don't remember how to get the overclocking thing. So anyway, there we go. So so we want efficiency and harvesting. There we go. And then on this one we want efficiency and harvesting. There we go. And now we're going to go get 2 books and put them on this. And we really want to get like the dedication and stuff on this turbo. I don't think we have access to those just yet. But we can get cultivating on this and then start leveling it up. And those will work for us. Replenish is also something we need to do. So I can make replenish books, but I'll probably just buy them. So go into here, stacking enchantments. Oh, is there new? But catacombs. That's for bows. I didn't know they had a bow enchantment. Absorb. There's a forging one? Wait a minute. Okay, I did have, okay, we got that one. I'm just an idiot. So, 1, 2, there we go. And you, for you, done. You, for you, is also done. And these do have recipes to increase their thing. I'm going to go ahead and move them down here. The bar here. There we go. Okay, so. Garden. And right click? No. Yes, okay, so we do still need Jacob tickets. Okay, and this one takes compacted moon and sunflowers. Okay. And then this one is compacted rose. Okay. Oh, replenish. I almost forgot. How much is a replenish book nowadays? $6,000. 6 million, sorry. And if I wanted to make these, do I have that ability? Cookies. No. I mean, I could grind these out if I really, really wanted to real quickly. But I am not going to. So let's go over here. Let's just grab what we need out of here. We'll need about 13 million. I'll put it back. Wrong one. Somebody's going to be making a lot of money today. If I had thought ahead, I would have went ahead and ground this out so we wouldn't need to do this using money, but it's fine. There we go. I do need the reforge on this, but we'll do that later. And I'll look into that ultimate enchantment also. So I'm going to let these grow up again, and then I'm going to harvest them until I get the recipe unlocked for the minion, which I want on my island. And then I will plant wild roses after that. So first thing you're going to see is me harvest these again. And that hopefully that'll get us what we need. I don't know. I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, I thought, you know, instead of wasting time, I could just plant them manually real quick and let them both grow at the same time. So, we're going to do that instead. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and harvest this side, and I'm going to plant more of these flowers on this side. Just do like a whole row of each. There we go. And then they should be in our pack here. So we should be able to come into our grain sack here, and I'm going to grab a couple of those real quickly, and we're going to fill in the rest of this. And when you right click them, it just goes to the planted form. So instead of showing up the full sunflower. Yeah. I think what I'll do is go ahead and plant both of these for now. And then off camera, I think I wonder if we plant these underground, because there's no light, if it'll show up as the moonflowers. I don't think so. But doing a whole row of these is going to get us the recipe unlock we want anyway. So one full row will do it. And I just want the wild roses planted so we can like show off the collection to you guys before we end the video. There we go. That should do it for now. I'll get the full thing planted later. I'm assuming this is fully grown, so we'll wait for all of them to do that. We'll wait for this side to do this. I'll bring you guys back in a second. All right, guys, we're back. I'm going to try to do one run all the way through this. We'll see how that goes. No, stop it. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's do the wild roses now. There we go. And I just wanted to get that unlocked so I could show you that. So, collections here. We've got them unlocked. I showed you most of these ones. There's the sundial here, which is the permanent crop settings, which we do want to unlock. And then the sun crystal here. One thing that we are going to be looking to do with having a sunflower down, we're probably going to have one down all the time, and I'm probably going to have them just produce sunflowers so we can get the sunflower oil here. So we're going to be looking for this, so we can just use that to eat both our tool here and then for the composter also. So yeah, get that going there. And then the wild rose here, we have enchanted wild rose. Thorny vines can be placed in a flower minion to exclusively produce wild roses. Plot eraser. Right click on a plot to instantly clean it, saving you the trouble from doing it yourself. However, the plot eraser gets consumed in the process. Compacted wild rose. Rose water flask. Consume to grow crops within the greenhouse by several days. Keep this in your inventory to increase the bonus up to 6 growth stages. At which time the item evolves. Okay, so we want to get these and put them in our inventory like we're doing with the truffles. I really need to unlock that sack. Bachelor's Rose, which is the thing that brings NPCs to your island. And then Prickling Kiss. These are a special enchanted recipe there. Oh, what does it do? Bring 3,000 of these in Crimson Isle to permanently give you plus 5 health and plus 12 Wild Rose Fortune. So that's pretty good. But for now, guys, I'm gonna let these guys run. We're probably gonna make a thing here where it's half and half on this island. So I'm probably going to take this row out and then start on that side, put wild roses on one side and these guys on the other. The other thing we can do is top and bottom. So I could make a row of these on top of sunflowers and then put wild rose on the bottom underneath there. And then, yeah, so we could do that also. But for right now, that'll do it. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out the channel for YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my channel, hit the subscribe button, set your settings. You can come check out the videos. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them what you like. There's a share tab down below. There's links there, social media site. There's a link there for you can post on your post tab on your YouTube channel. If you get any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. See you guys later.